YouTube fam. Honestly, this is starting to feel a bit more real now, because when I first started to re-dive into YouTube, I was having to channel my inner Delulu. I still am, but now since like making this jump and just pushing myself out of that comfort zone and trying a whole new thing, because even though I am so used to putting myself out there on Instagram is very different. Instagram is a little bit more curated, a little bit more private, and I am like myself on there, but with my content, I have to be very different, because I have to I can't really get my personality out there, because my videos have to be 6 or 7 seconds for the algorithm to do anything with them. So yeah, YouTube is just becoming this space that I really craved, where I can be myself, connect with, gorgeous girls, and just make a nice space for us all where we can do all things fitness, health, and self-improvement. It doesn't feel like I'm talking to myself anymore, because since putting myself out there, I've had such nice messages from some of you girls, which you might be watching, so you know who you are, who have messaged me and either complimented me on the vlogs or the videos, talked about like the impact they've had, or even asking for like, when's the next one, which you have no idea how sweet that is. You have no idea how happy that makes me, because it makes me feel like validated that I'm making content that is either helpful or enjoyable, and that's just so nice. Because when I post a video that is an hour long, in my head I'm like, nobody's gonna get to the end of this, because like when I edit it, I get so bored of hearing myself talk, and I am just like, oh my gosh, like no one's gonna watch this. But I enjoy the process, and I hope that it's helpful, and if someone does watch it and get something from at least part of it, then it feels like a win. So yeah, big ramble over to just say like, that is just so sweet. So if you have messaged me, it means a lot to me, and yeah, thank you. And it honestly inspired me to pick up my camera, because I haven't really vlogged properly this week. I think I took last week so serious with my vlogging, and it didn't really get in the way, but it was just a lot to be filming, and then obviously editing, and my laptop did not particularly love editing a hour-long vlog. So I can't promise that this one will be an hour, but I will always try and make them really hearty and like full of as much as I can, because yeah, I am definitely not a girl that watches like 7-minute vlogs, like they're really like fun, but I'm like, I need more, girl. So yeah, let's catch you up on this week. The week is basically over. It is 6 p.m. on a Friday. I actually did vlog a tiny little bit yesterday, because I went to a dance class for the first time, and oh my gosh, guys, when I tell you, I was so nervous, because I went to a dance class about 2 years ago. Actually, let's rewind further. I used to do dance as a child, and I stopped when I was about 16 because I wanted to focus on school, and I then didn't do dance for years, and I'd be dancing in the club, but I'm the silly dancer. Like I just laugh at myself, and I like that, I'm the dancing clown. I went and did a dance class with a friend 2 years ago. She's a proper dancer, like she dances. And this was like a high level dance school, and I just couldn't keep up. And I'm all for giving it a go. I'm all for, faking it till you make it and enjoying it and not deeping it. But the difference here was that the dance teacher was so mean. She was mean. Like, there is no other way to put it, where I was giving it a go. I wasn't like joking around. I wasn't half-assing it. I was really trying. And she just kept giving snarky comments that were so aimed at me. Like, you should be getting this by now. Or, it's like this, not like this, and like, oh, come on, like just these little comments. And it just put me down so much. And I came out of it feeling so deflated. I'm feeling so bad about myself. It wasn't a fun experience, and I think it kind of burned me a bit from dance. So yeah, that was like my last experience with dance. Haven't gone back. Dance in my kitchen, vibes. But yeah, I haven't gone back to a formal class. And I don't hate dance. I like dance, but that class made me feel really bad, and I really struggled. I was feeling stressed. The comments were making me more stressed. I couldn't focus, so I kept forgetting things. My memory is not the strongest anyway. So yeah, that was that. And then I got invited to a dance class recently with my friend Clara, because she really loves dance. Like, that's kind of her, like enjoyment, a little bit of activity, that kind of thing. I've got the gym, like that is my bread and butter. So this was new. This was a whole new comfort zone on top of a really bad experience a couple years ago. So I was nervous. My mindset was, let me just get cute and just give it a go. And I'm in a different position mentally than I was 2 years ago in that class. If I go in and I get disrespected or something, I get made to feel bad, I'm not sticking it out and just leaving. Or I just, would have a different attitude. and it was actually so fun. And I completely let go of the stress, and I let go of anything, and I thought nothing matters other than me just having a good time. And I actually had a good time, you know? So maybe that was where the magic happened. So I'll insert a little clip of me before, and I'll insert a little clip of me dancing. No judgment, okay? No judgment. I actually felt like a badass, okay? I felt like a badass, and I think that's the most important thing. And I really felt like I channeled some real feminine energy, you know? Whereas in the gym, strong is beautiful, strong is feminine. But I'm in a different energy in the gym. I'm in a like powerful, like a little bit more of a masculine energy. And this was real true feminine energy. Like it was soft, but it was sassy. So yeah, I'll put that in. We are off to go do something a little different. I'm off to do a heels dance class. So this is the fit. It's just some joggers and a t-shirt, well, half a t-shirt. And we went with straight hair, thinking, you know, sassy dance class, girly. Super nervous because it's probably going to be in French, and I don't want to say I can't dance because that's too harsh, but it's also very accurate, so we shall see. Okay, you've just watched that. I don't know how much I put in, but yeah. And you know what's so sad? I actually felt like I was doing so well, and then we were allowed to get the cameras out, and then I just feel like I was overthinking it and froze up because I was trying harder. So yeah, it's a whole thing, but really enjoyed it. Proud of myself for going and giving it a go. I almost shut down after the warm-up because the warm-up included having to like strut in front of the class and like strut and really feel yourself. And because it's just not my natural environment, I was like, oh no. It was taking me back to like that previous dance class. It was taking me back to when I used to do dance at school and had to perform in front of others, and I hated it. That kind of thing. I'm like, let the ground swallow me up. But I was like, no one's judging you. Enjoy it and just have fun with it. And I did, and I'm glad I stuck it out because then the class got more fun. So yeah, now I have the decision of deciding whether I go back, which I think after like so many supportive DMs, honestly, I had like so many messages after that, like putting that on my story and putting it out there from the girlies, and that was just what I needed because it made me think about it differently, because some of the girls were saying that they've gone through this dance journey and trying something new, and it made me think differently, you know? So yeah, that was really nice. So I think I might go back. And if I don't go back to this class, I will at least give it a go in my gym, because my gym does some dance classes. They're not as like sexy, they're more like fun and upbeat, but it's the same, you know, like it's just dance just feels fun. An update on the challenge is that I definitely was really putting in energy and effort when I was at home, and I was sticking to most things. And then since I've come back, I was kind of like, right, full steam ahead. I came back and did my workouts the next day. I've been back on my nutrition, been hitting like my protein and things. I did my dance class yesterday, so that was my activity for the day. And oh my gosh, any of you girls watching this that dance, that is a workout. My feet, not okay today. Like there's muscles in my feet I'm feeling that I didn't know existed. So yeah. Today though, I haven't actually worked out, and I'm probably not going to. I was just a bit backlogged with work for the week from being at home, and yeah, I just feel a little bit like meh. I'm also in pajamas now, which these aren't clean, I need to wash them, but mentally I'm in pajama mode, and I have my meal prep ready for dinner. Just wanna chill. Don't think there's gonna be a workout, but I'll hit the rest of it, and I feel really good, and I have lots of activity planned for the weekend. It's now officially around a month until I go away to my big trip, which I want to share, I do, but I also want it to be a surprise because I just think I'm gonna do so much content on this trip. You have no idea. I think I'm just really excited to get so creative and try, you know, different things. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So yeah, right now I'm like, right, I'm a month away from going away. There's lots to prep and plan, and I think that the next month I just really want to like be in a nice routine, in being feeling a good place to go away, and have like a little bit more of a break. I'm definitely obviously working while I'm away, but just a general like mental break, you know, in a new environment, a new place, new culture. Anyway, welcome to this week's vlog, and yeah, let's have a good weekend and then week. Good morning from an absolutely terrifying sight. Why are face masks just, yeah, low-key terrifying. It is currently 7:55 a.m. on a Saturday. Yep, I know what you're wondering. Tabs, you cannot get up in the week, but on a Saturday we're up at 7 a.m. Yep, I know, but it's because Adam got up to essentially go to golf really early, and he just woke me up, you know. And I'm not mad about it because I wanted to get back on my early starts anyway, and I could have easily gone back to sleep, but my body was just like, just wake up, girl, just wake up. So, and also, as I was sort of waking up, I was realizing, wait a sec, I'm gonna have the apartment to myself. It's gonna be a boy-free zone, and I realized that I could just have this really beautiful girly morning, and that just made me so happy. I do these anyway, you know what I mean, like I do them anyway, you know. Adam never stops me, but it's different when, you know, like for example when you're living at home and your parents go out, like you're home alone. It's just, you can do the same things, but the energy just feels different, you know. Like it just feels like it's just me, myself and I think alone time is, you know, so important even when you're in a relationship. So yeah, I've had a little morning shower. I've got a face mask on, I've got a feet mask on. I'm gonna just sit down, pen to paper, do a little bit of journaling. I'm not really sure what I'm feeling yet, so I'll let you know after. Not really sure, just not putting any pressure on it, and just gonna enjoy it, because I think that's what's important about journaling, is that you enjoy it and it doesn't feel forced. So yeah, this is really bugging me, like what is this? But first, BJ's. Honestly, if you're thinking, why is she doing a whole spa morning on a Saturday? Try it. Like, don't knock me till you try it. I would usually do stuff like this on like a Thursday evening or a Friday evening, just an evening, you know, towards the end of the week, so I feel really like refreshed for the weekend, rather than waiting for the weekend to feel refreshed. But if I've not done it that week, or if I'm just needing a little extra something, girls, like, it's just so fun. It's just so fun. And like, I think as well, this is a little life lesson in the fact that I would always buy stuff like this, you know, like sheet masks and things. Like I have quite a few now. I've been like kind of hoarding them. I would buy sheet masks and I wouldn't use them. I would not use them because I would be like, oh, I'm waiting for a special time, or I'm waiting for like a time when I really need it. I think it's called the perfume theory. If it's not called that, I'm calling it that from this point forwards. It's the perfume theory, where again, you'll have your really nice expensive perfume, but you won't use it because you're waiting for a special occasion. The saying goes that then you pass and you have a full bottle of perfume. That just changed my whole outlook on how I see like things that I would be like, it's a special outfit, like I can't wear it until I have a special event or a special occasion. Perfume, I can't wear my expensive perfume just to, you know, go shopping, or I need to wait and wait and wait, and you're always waiting and you're never enjoying these things that make you happy and make a day feel a little bit extra special. And I love this so much, where it is a case of, if you're always waiting for a special occasion, it will likely never come, because nothing's ever going to feel like special enough. Make an ordinary day special. Like, is that not incredible? I just think that's lovely. And yeah, so I now use my expensive perfume or my nice perfume, or I wear my nice outfit just to like go to brunch, or you know, like you just make an ordinary day special, and I just love that so much. is always so nice. I feel like I struggled a little bit. The Zen. I feel like I struggled a little bit to get into it. When you haven't journaled for a while, sometimes you just, I don't know, you can struggle to like feel that connection with like what you're writing and things. But I got into it eventually, and I feel really good for, yeah, doing a little bit of journaling and putting some thoughts to paper. Sometimes you can think, okay, what's the power of journaling? But essentially, you know, you're talking to yourself, you're putting pen to paper, so you're organising thoughts, and often stuff that can come up is either positive, like we want to almost solidify that thought in our head, we want to reflect on it and really, like, you know, say you've had an achievement in your life, it's really recognising that for yourself and like your, you know, conscious mind. But you also find some subconscious things, some subconscious thoughts. So for example, when I have had like bad days in the past and I journal and I ask myself, you know, why am I feeling so bad? What really caused this? Like, is it the event itself or is it something deeper? You can try lots of different things where you either just write or you answer journal prompts, and that is definitely why you might have seen me on Pinterest in that clip. The mask is done. She is finished. She has done her shift and she is like, take me off. But I'm just savouring every moment. I love the 3-page method where you just put pen to paper and just write for 3 pages, whatever comes to your mind. Or like I said, you know, prompts on Pinterest, they have lots. I found ones at first that were focused on things like self-love, because I think I'm quite self-loving, but you can never have enough self-love. And I think sometimes asking yourself some questions and like reflecting on your levels of self-love is never a bad thing, you know, because I might know that I love myself, but actually focusing on, okay, well, what do I love about myself? What do I value about myself? What do others love about me? I think it's really powerful. So I will kind of explain to you my journaling process this morning. It was a little bit scattered and random, but I enjoyed it. First things first, I just wrote some positives and things that I'm grateful for. I always will start journaling with this, even if I'm in a bad mood, because it really is so true that when you focus on the good gets better. And when I've fallen into bad places in life, a huge reason I feel like this is, or that it's worse than it should be, is because I didn't spend enough focusing on the good. My brain would lock to the negatives, the bad. But it's definitely true that if you let your brain naturally focus on the negatives or the things that you feel are lacking in your life, it will only grow that hole and make it feel so much bigger than it is. So yeah, we always start with some gratitude, and then we moved on to self-love, talking about what I love about myself, what I'm proud of, what currently excites me, like what kind of makes me feel most alive, where do I feel most home. Sometimes when I follow some like prompts on Pinterest, they can be a little bit random because I just pick things from different places. There's no right or wrong, you know. And then I moved on to writing my dream day, which I won't share it. I'm not sharing it. It's not to gatekeep. It's because I don't want to influence your dream day, and I also feel like it's, you know, personal for me and what fills my heart up and all that good stuff. So yeah. And then I moved on to, actually I found another journal prompt post that was more based on like self-growth and like success and things, which I'm really big on that. And it actually started off in a little bit of a negative place, which sometimes this is good. Like if you feel confident and comfortable to like draw out some things that you maybe are not fully, like maybe you feel a little bit shameful to kind of admit. But I think sometimes that can work really, really in your favor, because you bring those out and then you work on, okay, well, what's the next step to really work with this rather than against it. So this post talked about, okay, well, what stresses me out currently, which areas of life are most overwhelming, what keeps me from experiencing peace. And then it moved on to some other things like what are your favorite ways to relax, and you know what I mean, like it takes you on that journey of so yeah, my favorite ways to relax. And then what's one thing that happened last year that made you truly happy? And I'm gonna be so real with you guys, like these questions, like a question like that, like truly happy and like last year, I'm like, guys, I don't even remember what I had for dinner. Do you know what I mean? Like, so remembering last year and remembering key moments, it can sometimes make me feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm not living enough, like there's no true big moments that jump to mind, which, two thoughts. A, journal more, because it solidifies those thoughts in your head, in my opinion. And B, it's okay. Like, I flicked through my camera roll and there's, you know, so many beautiful days and so many beautiful moments, and it can sometimes make you over question things like, was I truly happy? And I think the happiness is truly in the small moments. So I wrote some small moments and some big things that they didn't actually jump to my brain until I looked through my camera roll. And then I finished off with just some things I want to achieve this month. And some just current priorities, a little bit more of like a planning, which I just love, because I think I have a very scattered brain and I don't journal enough or plan enough like this. I often just put things in my Google Calendar and I don't really reiterate what's like a priority, what's the actual long term. So yeah. And then last but not least, quotes. I love, I look at Pinterest for this, and I'll share these because I think these are really motivating. So the post was, of course I struggle, I also don't effing quit. I love that. It just gives girl boss, girl power. Being a determined, strong young woman doesn't mean you're not going to struggle. It often means the opposite. It means that you're going to go through the pain of self-growth, which it honestly is painful. Like, it's really hard to notice your flaws or notice the things that are holding you back and really step into, okay, well, I've realized this now, I need to move forwards. And also, you're gonna go through things in your life that are just gonna be hard, girl. Like, I'm so sorry to say, but there's gonna be moments where things get tough, but the good news is you are tough and we don't quit. We will always find our way through and we will always grow and get stronger. And then this is for my self-comparison girlies. I wouldn't say I'm a big self-comparer consciously. It's subconscious for me, and I notice it when I'm in my head talking or whatever, and I'm like, well, actually, where did I get that idea from? Why am I thinking that? And then I realize it's 9 times out of 10, oh, I saw so and so do it, or I saw so and so have it, or, you know. And then I'm like, okay, your standard for success or happiness is not something online. You're never going to know the ins and outs of someone's life. You guys watching this might think I have my life together, no issues. Girl, we all have issues, I promise. And when I speak to friends and family and things and you know, people in my life, strangers even, everyone has things going on. And yeah, so never compare. You just don't know what someone's going through. And even if someone is bossing life, see it as, wow, like, they've done that, that's possible for me, or they've done that, I'm so happy for them. My path is my path, and what is mine will always find me, you know? Anyway, without further ado, the quote is, I don't care who's doing better than me, I'm doing better than me last year, it's me versus me. And this is something that I used to struggle with. I used to sometimes think, but am I better than last year with myself? Because there'll always be things that you are doing better at, and maybe there are things that maybe you lost. But I feel like there's also always a reason, or there's always the ability to get back. And I also think, again, everything links back to gratitude. When I think about what I'm grateful for, like, it becomes so clear and so apparent that I am doing better than last year. I was, you know, so stressed last year. I was getting grey hair, you guys. I was getting grey hair at 24, and I just don't feel like that anymore. And it's that, you know, it's focusing on those moments of self-growth. Maybe last year you wouldn't go and get a coffee by yourself, and now you would, and now you feel confident to, you know, go and do the things that you have always wanted to do, but you're not waiting for anyone, you're doing it yourself. And then I'm going to leave it here. So focus on the step in front, not the whole staircase. Oh, a huge quote. Like, it's such a simple quote, but I think it's so huge, especially myself, like, and how my brain works. Even this morning I got up and thought, I want to vlog this morning, I want to do it with the girlies. And then my brain was like, okay, but if I'm going to do that, I need to do that. And if I'm going to do that, I need to do that. And this and this. And I overcomplicated it so much in my brain. And I literally just said, enough, pick up the camera. And that's literally why you are watching this. And it goes for anything, okay? It's really easy to feel overwhelmed by the fact that you're here and you want to be here. But actually, if you just focus on that first step and keep repeating that process, keep focusing on that first step, that is how you move. That is how you don't face overwhelm, and that is how we, you know, get that self-growth. So yeah, that was it for journaling. And then I actually tell a small white lie, because I finished on just actually telling myself that I love myself, I value myself, I cherish myself, and I am valued. And yeah, because in this world where so much is about, you know, your achievements, whether you're doing a marathon, whether you're you know, in the gym 7 days a week, whether you're landing your dream job, whether you're all of these things, yes, they have value and they have importance, but it is nothing to do with your inherent self-value. And I just think that's something to always remember. Like, I just think it's so important to remember that you aren't your job, you aren't your, you know, certifications, you aren't your degree that you have, you aren't any of these things. These are things that you have achieved and you've done, and maybe things that define you in some capacity, but they are not your value, they are not your ability or deservingness, that's not a word, of love and of... We got deep, but I hope that inspires you to maybe take up a little bit of journaling, girl. Like, I probably did about 30 minutes, but it doesn't need to be that long. It can be 5, and I really, really recommend Pinterest. I find the best stuff on there. That little time with you is never a waste of time. Right, now let's... Oh, am I glowing? Am I glowing? I actually am so hungry, and I can't think of anything better right now than we have some smoked salmon. I want to go and get bagels and cream cheese, but I'm so in my moment right now. Do you know what I mean? I'm so in my moment. I don't want to get dressed. I don't want to go outside. I don't want the fumes from the car to touch my face right now. And to put it into perspective for how desperate I am, I Googled how to make cream cheese. And let me tell you, it's not simple. It's not simple. I'm still tempted though. I really, really am. But I feel like it makes a lot more sense to just pop to the supermarket rather than simmer milk for 4 hours. The way that this smells is heavenly. I have not had a salmon bagel in so long. I lie, I had one 2 weeks ago on a weekend, but it was in a cafe where I paid... I don't want to tell you, I don't want to remind myself of how much I paid for a salmon bagel, where, I kid you not, I wish I had the photo. I think I don't. For the first time in my life, I've started clearing out my gallery of photos, and I think I maybe deleted the salmon photos because they were just too hard to look at. 4 cubes of salmon, like 4 tiny cubes, which I know that is the biggest, like, first world problem, but I was just shocked. I was really shocked. So yeah, I mean, I know salmon's costly, but like, ooh. Anyway, speaking of the fact that salmon is costly, yeah, I don't have this often because I don't know if you caught in the clips of me in the supermarket, but France food prices are on another level. You think stuff is pricey in England, and absolutely, food is already expensive. Triple it for France. It's just a joke. So yeah, this is a real treat, and although I absolutely inspire you to have a little salmon bagel if you like them. Oily fish doesn't have to be salmon, and it doesn't have to be fresh, like smoked salmon. That's quite a luxury food, I think. I think it's just got a status for being a little bit extra, so it has the price tag to reflect that. But frozen salmon or things like sardine can be a great alternative. Like, if you like the ones in the cans, are so cheap. You can also buy salmon in a can. So yeah, canned foods, fresh foods, frozen foods, it's all great, it's all food. And I've paired it with a apple juice, not just because I love apple juice. My food choices are 99% of the time because I just love the foods. 1% of the time we're thinking about, you know, obviously the benefits to our mind, body and soul. But the vitamin C in the apple juice will actually help absorption of things like iron in the salmon. Little top tip for you, that is why it's so important to eat a variety of foods, not just because you are getting a variety of nutrients into your body. They help each other in their absorption, in their use, in their function. So yeah, food's pretty amazing. I'm gonna eat this, probably watch some Netflix as well. It is Saturday. It's Saturday, like, should I say anything more? Emily in Paris, season 2. No, is it season 2? One of the seasons, the most recent season, the second part of it is out and I am gonna binge it. I'm so excited. No, this isn't bad editing. I am in fact back in the pajamas and it's time for a second breakfast because why not? Please. I'll take it. I'll take it. Personal growth. Fresh coffee, fresh pain au chocolat. You know when I wrote down my dream day? I think I'm living it. I really think I am. Cleaning is such a workout. It is such a workout. I'm about halfway done. I've done like this side of the flat and I need to do the other side, but Adam's just chilling at the minute, so I want to leave him be, and also I need a break, girl. I need a break. But yeah, I'm so hungry now, and actually I have the best lunch. Adam brought this home for dinner and I didn't actually end up eating it. I ended up having something else. Man brought options. Basically I ended up eating his food. But yeah, little poke bowl with some shrimps. So I'm very excited for this. Don't know how it's going to be the day after, but oh, I think it's just giving fish because of the prawns, but oh, these are very fishy. Okay, but it tastes good. The dressing completely saved her. Now it's delicious. Do we see this glow? That is literally just from cleaning today. I have not stopped, and I did have the plan to go to the gym and do like the last 2 hours of the gym whilst it was open, but I think honestly I didn't have it in me anyway. And then my personal chauffeur has fallen asleep and he works too hard for me to wake him up to drive me, and I could get the bus, but I don't want to leave while he's asleep, and I would wake him up with the door and stuff. So I've actually had dinner really early because I want to set up the evening so nicely. Like, I think it's currently 7, so I've literally just had some early dinner, which was like some meal prep that I'd made, literally avocados as like a little guac, wraps, really easy to heat up, just some beef mince, like seasoned beef mince, and then chopped red onion and tomato. Honestly, so easy, keeps so well, and just delicious. And I topped it with some feta, so recipe inspo for dinner tonight. I think I'm gonna put on new pajamas. Like, I'm literally excited to wear new pajamas, because it's gonna be another early morning tomorrow, because my friend Clara is gonna take me to the lakes, which I'm so excited about. Don't know where they are, don't know what it means, but she sent me a photo of a waterfall, and that's just right up my alley. So we're gonna wake up, and instead of doing the run like we did last week, the boys are gonna go do the run, and then we are gonna go and do the lakes, because not quite in my running era just yet, you guys. And now I'm just chilling with some 90210. I feel good, and yeah, I just love it when the apartment's clean. It just feels so fresh. I actually think my wagon, wait, I'll show you. The wagon is literally full of rubbish. Like, it's just so disorganized, and I need to organize it. Does anyone else just love little organization jobs like that? Like, I love it so much. I'm gonna do that whilst just like watching TV, and I just love that. Like, is that really silly? Just brings me so much happiness just to like organize, which you would think that I would keep it organized, but I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I just tripped on my own feet. How do you explain this feeling to a man? Right now, I am everything showered, fresh washed PJs. I gave myself a little 5-minute blow dry, which I don't usually do. It's not gonna last. And my hair is still the tiniest bit wet, but I've got my silk bonnet. I've got my skincare at the ready. I wanted to film this little outro of the day before I actually do it, because it makes my face so red. And I'm in fresh bedding. The house is clean. I just feel so good, you know? It is a little bit later than I would like, but I know what I'm waking up to, and I know that that will be worth. I know that will be worth any pain in waking up early. So yeah, we're gonna wake up early and then hopefully go and see this waterfall. So I'll obviously take you guys along and show you a little bit of the scenery. And yeah, just can't wait to get my steps in a cute place tomorrow. Anyway, sweet dreams. Outside, and the weather has officially dropped. It is so cold. I mean, it's very early as well, so I've run back all the way from where we parked the car to go and get a thicker hoodie, because I am not nice when I'm cold. Literally 1,000 million times better. So we just went to the farmer's market and it's a good thing that I don't speak French because, do you know what? I literally should have said, don't tell me. Clara was like, it's a little bit more pricey. Do you know how much that was? And in my head I was thinking, okay, it's gonna be pricey. It might be like 7 or 8 euros. I bought a mango. And a punnet of strawberries. Just guess how much. Guess how much that was. That was 16 euros. They better taste freaking amazing. I'm filming my feet. What? I haven't said it. Okay. I haven't said it. You want them to come down? Okay, come down. Oh, is that you? Oh, he really lets me pet him now. Oh, you're so precious. We're going down? Here we go. Oh, what did you find? What did you find? Guess how much it was.
I'm not gonna look at it. Oh god. Is the mango like 14 and the strawberries like 12? So you pay 26?
Oh, you never shot it. It was 16 euros.
What?
I was still like, oh.
Yeah, but she
No, but
won't
they're
give
gonna
the...
taste amazing.
Parce que c'est le manga avion. 3 balles qui sont congelées. Les mangas avions, elles sont de mettre dans la...
So, as you can see, we didn't actually end up going to the lakes or like this beautiful natural like lake that we were supposed to go to. But I'm low-key glad because I was really tired as well and I feel like I look exhausted. Adam's just gone out to go and buy a cooked chicken. We never do this. I swear whenever I'm filming at the minute, I'm doing such random stuff I don't normally do. We never buy a chicken. We walk past the chickens every day. We never buy a chicken. And we're buying a chicken today. We've got a fresh baguette. Gonna make a gorgeous sandwich. Have a little shower because I refuse to ever get into my bed when I've been outside. I would go the extra mile and wash my hair, but it's just excessive. So I wear my silk bonnet. And I'm gonna have a massive sandwich and then I'm gonna have a 2-hour nap and then I'm gonna wake up almost like at like a new morning and tonight will be gym, spa, that kind of thing, and then come home, prep for the week and be ready to snap back into routine. Also, did you catch the bacon bun that I had? It was like a milk bun, which is like almost brioche. And then the bacon, you don't get bacon like that here, and they have it there, so I will be back. Beautiful.
This is the good stuff, man. For those who love New York and care about going.
No, okay, copyright. We are currently at the gym. It's Sunday evening, a nice sunny Sunday evening, and it is literally 6:20. Gym closes at 7, and I wanted to spa as well. Not ideal, so it's not going to be a gym session, which I didn't expect it was going to be anyway, but I think now I'm just going to pick, like, this is one of my favourite ways to work out if I'm short of time, 3 or 4 exercises and set a timer for say like 15 minutes and just do it as many rounds as possible. It doesn't always have to be like high impact or jumpy, but yeah, that's kind of the plan.
Sun shining the night away. We burn the past and the fire. I know it will be okay. We gonna light like a sun, moving as one, shining the night away. We stand in the silence and worries just fade away. And just fight the burn inside. A million voice with just one line, and they will see a sign. A million hearts from 1,000 miles.
You will never, ever regret a gym session, no matter how quick. I honestly had a bit of a brain moment. I just couldn't think of what I wanted to do, and I didn't think I wanted to do jumpy stuff. And then when I got to the gym and it was all sunny and gorgeous and I warmed up, I just went with the hit sesh. So yeah, I only ended up doing 3 rounds because I had what I thought was basically 15 minutes. And then I finished, got Adam to film around for Instagram, and then we realized, okay, why is the gym still so full? It actually was closing at 8, not 7. So I wasn't even mad because I at that point had forfeited a nice little evening in the spa, and I actually got that as well. So it was a blessing in disguise. And I saunaed and steam roomed and just had a cold shower, and I feel so good. And it was really, really needed because I napped earlier. Don't know if I admitted that in this vlog yet, which I used to really give naps about a hard time, but they are glorious. It was really needed because yeah, I napped and I wanted to be tired enough for bedtime. I was halfway through and Adam messaged me like, really tire yourself out so you can sleep. But at that point I was literally like, couldn't breathe, so we were already tired. And yeah, it's actually only 8 p.m, which is crazy because honestly I feel like I've done so much today, and just today has felt like a whole year, which it's almost like if you wake up early you get a longer day. Who knew? So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try my hardest this week to crack those early mornings.